Could Donald Trump's presidency help Trevor Noah find his voice? As many Americans continue to process Donald Trump's surprise election victory, several late-night hosts, including Seth Meyers and Samantha Bee, have tried to help, offering their own emotional responses, analyses, and yes, some jokes about how the election unfolded. Stephen Colbert and Trevor Noah, both of whom had live specials on election night, attempted to help half the population cope in real time as the night quickly diverged from what they'd expected. Colbert's closing monologue probably got the most attention that night, but perhaps this time viewers also started paying attention to The Daily Show again. Because in many ways, a Trump presidency might be just the thing Noah needed to find his voice. Ever since Noah took over The Daily Show from Jon Stewart, the narrative surrounding the series has been dour. Viewership has plummeted as the show struggles to set the internet alight with viral videos the same way its former host regularly did. It is important to remember, though, that Stewart had years to hone his reputation as a satirist. Noah has had just over a year in the same position. These things can take time. But in this strange new era, Noah might have just hit a turning point. Up until the election, Noah's most successful, cutting segment was all about Donald Trump, specifically comparing the then candidate to an African dictator. The segment was a perfect, cheeky showcase for Noah's most precious asset, a global, outsider perspective on American politics. He compared Trump's slight xenophobia, his love of boasting, his litigious nature, and more to various African despots. And Noah wrapped it all up with his tidy soundbite. "I understand that Trump is a little scary," Noah said. "A little exotic for some. A little out of America's comfort zone. But this great country is capable of bold leaps. It took one in 2008 when it elected its first black president. Now, in 2016, I say it is time to be bold once more, and elect America's first African president." That segment came just weeks into Noah's tenure, and he recently resurrected it when Trump threatened to imprison Hillary Clinton if he won the election. "Jailing your opponent is straight out of the African dictator playbook," Noah said, adding, "The more you look at it, folks, it seems Donald Trump has stolen all the worst parts of Africa. He thinks like an African dictator, he scams money like a Nigerian prince, he threatens his opponents like an Egyptian leader, and he constantly spews shit out of his mouth like he has Ebola." Plenty of late-night hosts are already hard at work, trying to parse Trump's victory, but Noah is perhaps best positioned to situate his presidency in a global context, and his status as late-night's only current non-white host gives him crucial perspective as well. This could be a real turning point for a show that, so far, is still figuring out its groove. And beyond his outsider status, Noah's late-night joint offers one other thing none of his contemporaries do, a very diverse set of voices, with whom Noah consistently shares his stage. After electing a president whose platform capitalized on hatred and xenophobia, seeing all of their faces on TV more important than ever. Stewart had plenty of correspondence over the years, but The Daily Show was unquestionably tethered to his persona. Noah, on the other hand, seems happier to share the spotlight. On one hand, Noah's reliance on his correspondence could be stunting an effort to brand him as the new face of the long-running show. On the other, it means that in the fallout of the election, he has been able to share not only his own reaction, but also showcase other perspectives, like Hazen Minhai's fear for his future as a Muslim and Michelle Wolf's outrage at how women voted. Noah still undeniably has a lot of ground to gain, but his tenure is still young. And now, he is in a better position than ever to find that much-needed mojo. With Jon Stewart gone, political satire let us down this year. Let us hope that as the late-night sphere continues to recalibrate after all of last